We are here. Um, it's it's weird in the fact that this whole journey started at it's now 11. Well, it's 10:58. All right, give me a damn 2 minute break here. But this journey started this morning at 2 a.m. Mountain Time. Once again, it's 10:58 right now. And there goes my Facebooks again. So awesome. Please bear with me as I go through this and delete all these stupid Facebook things because, Facebook just decided to be jackasses tonight. And I'm not really happy with this. So we will have to go through and do what we do because that's what we do. But anyway, starting from this morning, from my very first guest, Sean the Rev Winnington, to this last hour with the gaming group, we've learned a lot. We felt a lot, and you know, this is we are putting literally we're going to be putting this to bed here in very shortly. But again, I wouldn't really want to do anything different than what we did. um Whoa, I don't know what the hell happened there, but yeah, I'm starting to touch buttons that I don't need to be touching, it looks like. So um again, hopefully we can start picking up with the donations. um you know it's our intentions are to support all of these organizations that are out there. um we want to continue to support our veterans. We want to continue to make a difference in their lives. We want to make sure that everybody is aware of what's going on. This isn't, you know, this is not an easy thing that we're trying to do for anybody. And I'll be honest, I think that tonight we've talked to a few people, and I think that we've made a difference. And talking to a few of these people, I think it's really, you know, well, quite frankly, I think that it's going to really, really make, it's going to help clarify a few things. We are almost done for this year, um, with this show, but I will be damned if we're done with this fight. Our heroes have done so much for us. They've given up years of their life. They've given up years of torture and confusion and pain. Giving up family time, time away from friends, time from, you know, time from life. It is really, honestly, time that we make sure that every day that we wake up, we look and we make sure that we make a day full for everyone. Okay. There are so many easy ways to help people. Okay. Um, we've been talking about many of the ways all day long. There's truly only one way to fail people, and that's by not trying. We've talked to 15, 16, 17 people today, whatever it was. And the total conversation, every single one of them, there was one thing in common. They give a damn. Well, we need to make sure that we make it to where that is something that can continue. We need to make sure that every single one of us allow other people to continue. Sorry, had to yawn. To continue to do the great work that they're doing. We need to make sure that every single one of us goes out of our way to make sure that our best friends, that our family, before we say goodnight, we're going to be able to say good morning. Make sure that they're in a place where we're not chasing after them as ghosts. Both shows, last year and this year, two completely different things. Okay. but they're but it's the same. It's the same outcome. We're losing too many heroes. And it doesn't have to be this way. We can be there for people. Look, mental illness is running rampant in this country. Every single one of us knows it. Every single one of us feels it. Every single one of us has that little chirping in our shoulder over our shoulder every once in a while that says, why do things go like this? Why is my life sucking right at this time? Why? Do I have the answer for it? Hell no. I'm lucky if I wake up in the morning and I know where my shoes are. So how to fix world problems, that's not what I'm here to do. But I am here to try to do something because I know if you've watched for 2 seconds, if you've watched for 10 hours, boy, my eyes are burning. So sorry about this. You get to see me and my pretty face right now. If you watch for 10 seconds, if you watch for 10 hours, 12 hours, 15 hours, I know you care. I know I'm not the only one out here. The great thing is the statistics in this paper. And I didn't get to very many of them because you know what? We ended up having a very busy day, which was fantastic because that means we got people to get up and talk. We got them to talk to each other, to us, to you. "2018, in the last 12 years, now 13 years, 2018 was the peak of suicides, according to the VA. Now, as Rich said earlier, is the VA counting correctly? The numbers dropped pretty significantly. Okay, they really did. From they dropped a couple hundred from 2018 to 2020. But here's the problem. Those numbers started shooting back up when our lovely little friend COVID started coming around. One of the jokes that I kind of have about this, and it's a poor attempt at humor, but it's humor nonetheless, in my opinion. So one of the reasons why, you know, uh, look, life wasn't all fun and games when we were all sitting at home with our family. We got to meet our family. Nobody could go anywhere. We were all stuck together. This is a problem that we can work together to turn around. Again, are we going to do it because of tonight's show? Maybe not. Probably not. But can we save one life from what we've learned today? Yeah. Can we save three? Can we sit here next year and say, you know what? I was a can I was able to talk to one person who was having going through a very, very difficult time, and instead of them ending their life, they ended up going to counseling and they ended up going to talk to somebody, and they became pillars of society again. They became active in our family, in our community again. They got back to being who they wanted to be, where they wanted to be. And it's because I heard ... on this show. I didn't know how to start the conversation, but you know what? We've heard some suggestions. We've heard people talk about it. To any veteran that's out there that was listening, that may be having a little bit of a faith crisis, you heard a couple of your own, a couple of veterans talk about how, yeah, we're here and we need to be here for you. But we need honesty. We need to make sure that when you tell us that you're all right, you're all right. I can't imagine walking into my best friend's house and finding him dead. Self inflicted gunshot wound. This is the story that Paula told us. I can't imagine, because I've never had to experience it, how hard it is to be homeless. As irresponsible as I was when I was growing up, I sure should have been. I'll admit it right now. I got very lucky because I had people pull my fat out of the fire. I've fallen, I've failed. I've stood up, I've fallen again. I spent a good portion of my time drinking more than any human being should ever drink. When I quit smoking 17 years ago, I was smoking 3 packs a day. I don't like doing anything half-ass. And I hope that the doors that we've opened today, I hope that those doors have opened enough to where you will walk with me and say, we're tired of waiting for somebody to do something. So we're here. Let's discuss this. Let's do it. And let's change lives. Let's save lives. It's more than a change. I got to reconnect with some friends today that I haven't talked to in a long time, and it really made me very, very happy. I got to talk to Z today, my web designer, Mr. Z. He and I talk. He and I talked twice a week on a normal week. We've got standing schedules so he can help me keep our website, Community Pay It Forward, keep it up and running so we can try to find ways to help people. I got to hear the stories of Alan, some of the stuff that he went through. Rich telling him about having to face a father that he promised to take care of his son. And then his son got killed. I like the way that we're able to talk to people from all over all areas of the world. And for all of you guys on Things Network, I want to thank you all. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for putting up with me today. You guys know my wife. You guys know my wife. You don't know me from Job, and that's fine. But you guys put up with me. You guys followed along and watched what this is what I do with my life. My story is very simple. August 14th of 2014. I was run off the road on my motorcycle. I was left in a ditch for over 7 hours. I ended up suffering a fractured skull, a busted up face, and a broken neck. I also lost the hearing in my right ear. That's why I've got the eye blinking thing and headaches all the time, all this other stuff. Oh, dentistry by wooden fence, all the other kind of fun stuff. I got lucky. I had people who came to me and stood beside me and tried to help me stand up again. My life from that point was no longer what it was before. My life was completely different from that moment on. I wasn't going to go get a real man's job. I cannot maintain a schedule. This is actually pretty difficult for me. Adrian, Adrian knows, and it floors her that most afternoons I have to stop and take a nap due to the head injuries, due to the severe headaches. Eventually, they're going to have to go in and rebend my neck again and put more hardware in my neck and close up the sheath where the nerve is protruding. There's still a lot of stuff that's going on. But this is what I do. I work with, these companies to support these companies, the ones on the bottom. I work with so many more than just these companies, though. And the process is so simple. You shop with any of our partners, You turn in a receipt, you go to our mission partners, you choose who you wish to support. We're going to tell you their story. That's all we're going to do. We're going to tell you their story. I'm not a marketing guy. I know a thing or two about marketing, but I know a thing or two about marketing because, well, I fell into it. I know enough about marketing to know that I'm a moron when it comes to marketing. That's why having wonderful people like Sarah, who you just listened to her talk, and having Z on my team, and having people like Sandy Abate on my team, and Scott O'Sullivan, and again Z World Webs, my friends at Things Network, you know, Stephanie Samos, Carolyn Rasmussen. They are the ones who do the work. I'm a guy who came up with a plan. My company standing alone is nothing. My company standing alone is garbage. Without them doing what they do every day, performing the great services, the great products, giving the customer service to you, the people out there, without them doing what they do, I'm a guy who gives away free clothing. I'd like someday to take my kids on a vacation. And especially since one of my kids, unfortunately, ended up missing a trip to Germany, Switzerland, and Austria when I went down. Still, the hardest thing that has ever happened to me was having to tell my son, I'm sorry, you cannot go on that trip. I started Community Pay It Forward after I started a nonprofit. I founded a nonprofit, and I'm not going to be petty about it. I'm not going to name the nonprofit. Um, Hell, I don't even know if you can look it up or not. It might still be on some of my paperwork somewhere. I don't care. That's not here nor there anymore. That nonprofit was stolen from me by the board. They flat out took it from me. They took everything that I wanted to do. They took it and quite frankly ran it into the ground. The new board that took over, they were doing some good, but you know, you can only do so much good when so much damage has been done. And unfortunately, the character that I basically threw my organization at, he did damage. There's nothing worse than an untrustworthy nonprofit. They're really it's devastating. That's why I love all of these organizations down here. I didn't get to talk to a couple of people I was really hoping to talk to today. I beg you to please go and look at some of these wonderful organizations. I got to put these back on because you know what? Now I'm going to try to give you guys a couple websites, okay? Check out the Veterans Ranch, theveteransranch.org. Veterans Honoring Veterans.org. Healing Warriors Program.org. ProjectDieHard.org. GIJosie.org. YourHopeAdvanced.com. Is that a little intimidating? Did it, too many there? Well, you know what? If you come here to our website, which is communitypayupforward.us. I'm going to blow this up and get rid of this. Here, you go right here to our verified giving partners. This is where you're going to find all of these wonderful people who, because you choose to shop with them, they're going to give my company a referral fee. We then ask you to go right here to the mission partners. You can find mission partners that are 501c3s, nonprofits, and charity work. Animal missions, Community Cares Cub Club. These are our kids trying to raise money for school, church, club activities, or find themselves sick or injured. Community Dare to Care's Outreach and Entertainment. This is our program where we give away free clothing. That is damn scary. My phone just went off. Community improvement missions. These are missions that are not publicly or government funded. So you want to help a neighbor rebuild their fence after it gets tagged. Let's work together. Let's buy that equipment that you need to make it happen. Our families and neighbors who need our help. Accidents happen. Let's try to help each other get through these accidents. Healthy mind, body, and soul. Very simply, these are people who are trying to take away drugs and are wanting to offer you a more holistic way of healing. Honoring our heroes, both country and community. We've been talking about them all day long. Inclusion is for everyone. Nobody is better than another person. Just because you've got working legs and somebody's in a wheelchair doesn't mean that they should miss out on anything. And supporting startup businesses and organizations. There's a couple more organizations or a couple more categories that we're going to be adding by the end of the year, but we've got to get there. I'd like to draw your attention to right here, honoring our heroes, both country and community. Just take and hover on that, click on it, it turns brown, come up here, hit the learn more. When you go here, you're going to see these Healing Warriors program. Hope Advanced, Parent Advocacy Consortium. This is one that we didn't talk about tonight. Hopefully we can talk about them next year. Patriot Anglers, Project Die Hard, Reboot VA, Veterans Honoring Veterans, Veterans Plaza, the Veterans Ranch, and we got your 6. What's the great thing about all of these? You come up here, you see how the little cursor turns into a finger? Not that finger, behave. Click on it. When you click on it, I'm sorry. When you click on it, Well, it's supposed to go, yeah. What a dorky thing that was. Let me try this again. When you click on it, I'm sorry, folks. I truly am getting a little tired, little tired. When you click on the logo, it's going to take you to the website. This is one for veterans honoring veterans. It's going to tell you the story. One of my heroes right there. I'm saddened that he couldn't join us tonight, but I know him and I know that there was a damn good reason why he couldn't, which uh, scares me, to be honest with you. But I'm hoping to have him back on soon. These are those statues that they give out. Each one of them are personalized. Each one of them says something about how that person served and what that individual did. You come to the statues page and you're going to get to see they've got statues for the US Army, Air Force, and US Army Air Corps, US Navy, US Coast Guard, US Marine, and you've got two choices for the lady veteran. You can have this beautiful eagle holding the American flag, or they came up with a uh, female warrior, female hero saluting. Each one is personalized, and each one is given to a hero who served our country honorably. So many good things happen today. I now challenge you. What are we going to do with this? If we take this one day, hey, we had fun, 22 hours, woohoo, and we don't do anything with it, it was a waste of a day. I don't think any of us want to consider this a waste of a day. I know I sure as hell don't. Do you have any comments? Do you have any questions? Do you have any suggestions? Because we're going to be back here next year unless something miraculous happens and no more heroes decide to end their life. This is my For My card. For My card is my business card. It's got everything that you need to know about it. It's got all my Facebook pages on it. I've got to go and get it changed now because this event's over for the year. But you know what? We've got others that are coming up, so those events will be added. For all of you in Colorado, on May 11th, I believe, we will be announcing the date of the Chili Cook-Off Toy Drive and Texas Hold'em Poker Tournament. For all of you out of Colorado, it's a beautiful place to come. Come and help us out. Come and have some fun with us. This year's Chili Cook-Off, you know what? We got back to doing what we love to do. It's a little slow. Again, it was a little slow. Look, we're kind of crawling back to reality. Crawling back's okay, but you know what? There are certain things we need to rush full force into. Watching our heroes die, we need to run full force into it. We can't allow the senseless loss of human lives anymore because we weren't paying attention. I do believe that there are some signs. I do believe that not everyone leaves those signs. I do believe that human beings can be very, very deceptive when they want to be. And if somebody doesn't want you to know that they're thinking about checking out, they're not going to let you know. Again, if you are thinking, and this is going for hero, this is going for civilian, this is going to you. And if you're contemplating taking your own life, please remember, no matter how softly you walk, you're going to leave footprints. No matter how much you think you're not going to be missed, there are going to be people who miss you. It may surprise the hell out of you who's going to miss you. You may not even know that they exist. There are enough things out there that are trying to get us as it is. Cancer, automobile accidents, children, damn brats. Every time that we take and we step our foot off our bed. Let me show you something here. This big old boy right here, that's my ghost. It's my big old boy ghost, okay? Every morning when I wake up, that little man's underneath my feet. I go to step on him, he takes off like he's been shot. And I'm going to tell you something. I damn near break my neck every morning trying to play a balance beam. I'm a fat guy. I don't balance well. No, there's a little dog outside the window. Everything you do in a day, there's an inherent risk that you can lose your life. Why? Why push it along? Why give it any help? We can't act like this is going to go away anymore because it's not going away. Again, like him, dislike him, Biden made a mistake 2 weeks ago. He said we're losing 18 veterans a day. That's an outright lie. Why anybody let him say that, I'll never know. Are there worse lies he could have told? Oh, hell yeah. 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 Am I thinking that they ought to impeach him for it? No, hell no. Do I think somebody ought to walk up to him and go, Mr. President, check your facts? Yeah, I sure as hell do. Some of these government agencies, their numbers are off. This is from the Military Times. Veteran suicide rate may be double than the federal estimate. We are doing a disservice by letting people shortchange these numbers. If we sit there and every day we start thinking, well, it's not that bad, it's going to get worse. I really, really, really want to take a second here and I want to thank you, everyone who listened. Again, 10 minutes, 10 hours, 12 hours, whatever. Thank you. I want to thank the Rev, Sean Winnington. Tune in this Friday at 5 East to watch his show on Pact. Well, let me say this. If we can get our Facebook working again. Sean joined me at 1 a.m. Pacific. Mr. Trevor Gibbs. Thank you. Goddess of the Grape, Stephanie Samos, with One Hope Points. Thank you. Even though we did it on Sunday, Carolyn Rasmussen. Thank you. It was still fun to relive it. And the heartburn that jambalaya caused. Okay, so it wasn't so much fun reliving that, but you know, hey. Susan Ahern, Cape Cod Happy Medium. Thank you. Mark Haddis. It was great to meet you today, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you. Sandy Abate. I love you. Thank you. She's already said, I'm in for next year. Janet from Healing Warriors program. Thank you. Scott O'Sullivan from the O'Sullivan Law Firm and Ryder Justice. Brother man, it's been a long time. Thank you. Mr. Z from Z World Webs. Thank you for everything. Thank you. Alan Holmes. So great to meet you. See you again, my friend. Thank you. The Simpsons. Not the cartoon characters, but the Simpson family from right here in Colorado. Thank you. Sorry, I'm kind of starting to choke up a little bit, so I'm trying to slow down a little bit. Is what it is. There's a lot of people here. Larry Goldstein. Thank you for both your service and your partnership. Thank you. Jeremy York. Thank you, brother. Nick the Madman Mule. What a great job you did. Happy birthday, kiddo. Thank you. My lovely wife, Adrian. Thank you, baby, and move over because I'm coming to bed here in a couple minutes. And I'm probably going to snore. Janice Lynn, thank you. Thank you. Eileen Jones, thank you. Here we go again. No, it's just my eyes are burning, so calm down. Paula, thank you. Your strength, your story, I'll never forget it. I'll never, ever be able to forget it. And I'm glad. I'll use it as motivation, so thank you. My brother Richard, thank you. One hell of a time being able to hang out and talk. We definitely don't do that enough. That good looking Steve Palick guy, thank you. Sarah and her entire team You guys watch 2 hours of video games. I think it's so. I think it's so weird that that's a thing. It's a thing. We watch 2 hours of video games. But if you listen to the stories behind those video games, thank you. Veterans honoring veterans, healing warriors, Veterans Ranch, Paranormal Giving Tree, G.I. Josie, Project Die Hard, Hope Advanced, and what the hell, Community Dirty Care. Thank you for everything that you guys do. Everything I do too. Help Op X. Thank you. D&M Pros. Thank you. To all of our veterans, all of our heroes, thank you. Please, if you need help, call us. Allow us to find you the help you need. And again to you, 2 minutes, 2 hours, 10 minutes, 10 hours. Thank you. Some of you have hung on many, many words today. Thank you. That's all I can say is thank you. My name is Zach Clayton. I am the founder and president of Community Pay It Forward, Community Dirty Care, the PAC channels, and Community Mission to Rescue 22. We are done for this year. I swear to God, I just heard somebody say, "Oh, thank you." It was probably just myself saying that, but I do. I swear to God, I heard somebody say that. I end every show. Please join us every Wednesday from 7 p.m. East for 2 hours of Packed, which is podcasting for all coming together on the PAC channels. You can also find it on Packed on the podcasting channel on our website, communitypayitforward.us. You can watch the entire show right there. Look around the website, check out everything right there. So communitypayitforward.us, please go check it out. All we ask you to do is shop, turn in a receipt. That receipt becomes a lifeline for someone in need. As I always say, if you're not helping someone, you're hurting everyone. No one needs to go it alone when we all come together. Please love somebody out there because somebody out here loves you. I would like to say I look forward to next year. But only if there's an improvement. Let's make sure we took what we learned today and we do something with it. Please get some rest. Good God, you've been up for a long time. Thank you. Now, my favorite part of this night, my brother Theron Roberson ending our show. Good night. Please take care of each other. We're all we got.
Stepping out of her fear, bring me home. Out alone, show me the way. You wanna be a part of Sunset Boulevard.